Hello baby boys and welcome to Creusa Sims. My name is Creusa Darwin, I'm from Strangetown and this is Pleasantview recreated in Sims 3 by Pleasant Sims and Caleb. Seeing Pleasantview in Sims 3 feels so weird and magic and nostalgic at the same time, so I really love this project so far, and from what I have understood, Cindy was the one behind the Sims and Caleb was the one behind the builds and the aesthetic of the hood. So far what I can say is that Caleb did such an amazing job, because come on now, this is looking really cool and really like Pleasantview, you know, and that's the whole point here, obviously. So yes, fun fact, Marty Carr already made a video on this world. She made actually a live stream reviewing it as well, and Cindy was in that live stream. She was watching and she was not happy about some Marty Carr critics. The live stream is still up on Marty Carr's channel, so you can go there and see for yourself, okay? But Cindy was a little bit bitchy about it, okay? So I'm just saying this because if I see something that I dislike here, I'm going to say it, only because I feel like I need to be honest, you know, with my audience and whoever is watching this video now. So yes, I'm brutal honest on these reviews, but at the same time I'm not, you know, trying to trash anybody's work, so I'm not going to be mean. I'm just going to, you know, comment something that I don't like or that I think it could have been done differently, but it's just that, okay? Anyway, let's check some families now, finally. Okay, so when the game starts, you have already like a selected family for Sims 3 reasons that I do not know how to explain. But yeah, so we start the game in the Lotario household, which is fine. And come on, this is looking so cute. It is looking so much like the original. Like, I'm not able to spot any differences right now. Maybe like this part here where like there is another floor to the hot tub, and I guess that's, you know, something related to Sims 3 reasons again that I do not know like how to explain, because I don't play Sims 3 a lot, even though I really love Sims 3, so I should play more, right? Anyway, here we have Dawn's bedroom. So again, I feel like this is very accurate. You know, it is pretty obvious that is Dawn's bedroom. The kitchen is amazing, you know, looks so much like the original one. It feels so, like I said before, weird seeing this in Sims 2, but so magic and nostalgic at the same time. I love that. Here we have like the living room and the bedroom. So it is the same house, the same lore. We are just like, you know, checking everything quickly because you guys probably already know everything here, right? So let's check Dawn. Okay, so wait a second. I was a little bit afraid of how Sims were going to look at, but Dawn is actually looking, you know, somewhat good, I guess. I know for a fact that, like, for example, the color of his eyes, they are like so bright in Sims 3, but that is because that's the way Sims eyes were back in Sims 2. So I can tell that some like adaptations were made, okay, to make it look like Sims 2. I don't know if that's the way that I would go, only because, I don't know, I prefer to keep things pretty if I can, but they rather, you know, make things look like the closest possible with Sims 2, I feel like. So that's why, okay, that was a lot that was a lot of words here, but anyway. So Dawn here, he have the lifetime want to be a master romancer, which obviously makes a lot of sense, and let's check his traits now. So the traits are like the best part. He is flirty, a slob, a great kisser, he have commitment issues, and he is athletic. He is working obviously in the medicine career, so I feel like everything here is adding up, and I would probably not change anything, so good. There is actually one thing that I would have done differently, and these are the family trees, okay? The ancestors were not added. I wonder why. To me, like, that's a big no, but at the same time, I understand that this is a different game. So I don't know how this would work in Sims 3. I don't know how you can make this. Like, I know 100% how to make this in Sims 2. But I don't know in Sims 3, maybe it is harder, maybe it would not work, maybe Cindy didn't know how, I don't know. But family trees for me, they mattered, okay? But this is not a big deal because in Sims 3, not even EA was like worrying about family trees, and you know, let alone in Sims 4, right? Is it just me or things are getting hotter here? Yes, because we are in the Caliente household now. And oh my, like the house is looking so much like the original. I love that. I can tell that the hot tub issue is indeed a thing, you know, because again, there is like another small floor added for the hot tub to be in. But that's, you know, justified because the hot tubs are a must-have in both of these houses, I feel like. So anyway, then we have, wait a second, the second floor, good. You know, this is how things are looking. Again, I feel like this is very close to the original. So they were very, they succeed a lot in making these houses here in Sims 3. I love that. Oh my god, the kitchen is perfect. Look at this. This looks so much like the kitchen from Sims 2, right? I love that. Then we have like the living room. Even Michael Bachelor is here. I love that. Yeah, the house is perfect. It looks so much like the original one, you know. And yep, let's check the Caliente sisters now. So this is Nina Caliente, obviously. Oh, let me wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, okay, so that's like not the best angle, but that's what I was able to achieve. Anyway, this is Nina here. I like how she is looking, you know. She is actually, her lifetime want is to be a heartbreaker. So again, you know, romantic related, so that's cool. She is, actually her traits are, she has no sense of humor, she is flirty, she's a great kisser, she is neat and athletic. So I guess her no sense of humor trait is related to her personality points in Sims 2 because she's not really playful. Like, I don't know if I see her like that, but at the same time, I understand why this was, you know, chosen for her. So that makes a lot of sense. Then we have Dina Caliente, and she's looking a little bit scared, I guess. Anyway, her lifetime one is to be, wait a second, a gold digger. You know, the perfect lifetime one for her, 100%, hands down, you know. There is no debate about that, I feel like. She is a slob, a couch potato, a charismatic, childish, and a moosh. So I feel like these traits are also like, you know, accurate, even though I would probably add it something like flirty or maybe a great kisser, only because that's how I see her. But yeah, that's fine anyway. Let's check their family trees real quick now. So it is just Dan, and then of course it is also Mortimer, because I guess they are like already engaged. No, they are not. So I don't know why Mortimer is featuring here on the family tree, but anyway, that's pretty much it for the Caliente sisters. We left the Calientes and now we are with the gods. So you probably know already what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is looking so good and so close to the original. I don't like that I'm repeating myself so much as usually, but Caleb, he did such an amazing job building these houses. This is looking so cool, like the outside of it is looking really close to the original, if not, you know, the same. And one thing that I dislike, and this is something that I disliked before in Fair Play, the gender-bent version of Pleasantview made by Cindy in Sims 2, is that in this version Bella is dead, you know, just like in Fair Play. So I understand why she is dead, like maybe because Cindy had no idea of how to keep her missing, but I don't like that, okay? Like, I don't like it. You know, Bella is not that in Pleasantview, so that's just, you know, my personal opinion about it, even though I understand the reasons why. Anyway, let's check the insides of the house right now. So here we have the attic, looking, you know, empty as always, so that's fine anyway. Then we have the second floor, which is looking good as well. I feel like you know, Mortimer's bedroom is looking really close to the original, even though it is, no, actually nothing is missing, I guess. Or is it? I guess, you know, a painting of Bella was here in this wall, but maybe that is like just in my game. I did that, I don't know. Yeah, probably. But yeah, then we have the first floor, which is honestly looking even better. Like, this is looking so close to Sims 2, so close to the original. Repeating myself again, but that is just the reality of it. It is looking so good. Here we had like a bigger fish tank, but I guess this was like the only one available in Sims 3, because this hood is actually featuring, I guess, just one expansion pack, so that is why, you know. But yeah, like the whole house is looking really cool. And the recreation was, you know, very successful in being a recreation of the original house, I guess. That's a way of putting it. Anyway, let's check the Sims real quick now. So here we have Cassandra got, wait a second, yes, that's you. She's looking pretty, you know. I feel like her skin tone should be darker. But one thing that I know is that the Sims from this hood, they are genetically corrected, I guess. So yes, but she's looking good, you know, she's looking pretty. So her lifetime want here is to be surrounded by family, which I feel like it does make sense. It does suit her. And her traits are shy, bookworm, family-oriented, handy, and hopeless romantic. So about the handy trait, I'm not sure. Like, I understand why. It's probably because she's a family sim back in Sims 2. I don't feel like this matches her personality, but I like the way that she's looking. I like the dress, I like the hair, I like the glasses. I feel like this was a well-adapted version of her. And then right behind Cassandra, we have Mortimer, our beloved patriarch. He is actually, his lifetime want is to become a creature robot crossbreeder, which is really cool because that is also the lifetime want that I pick for Mortimer whenever I'm playing with him in Sunset Valley. And he did accomplish that here, so that's a nice touch, okay? Because he was indeed in the top of his career back in Sims 2, so nice touch, you know, I love that. His traits are technophobe, loves the outdoors, genius, bookworm, and handy. So because this hood was made with only one expansion pack, I guess the options for the traits were just a few. And I don't like these traits for him. Like, I like the genius and the bookworm one. These are definitely traits that I pick for him as well. But the others, I don't get it, to be honest. And then we have Alexander Gott. So here comes another fun fact. Marcicor was not really happy about the way that Alexander is looking, and this was one of her comments that really got to Cindy, because Cindy was like, I don't care if Alexander looks like a monster because he is a genetically corrected version of Alexander, basically. So yes, I don't even think he looks that bad, but to me personally, I don't care about genetic corrected versions at all. I think they suck in most of the cases. You know, I said this before, and it is true. Genetic corrected versions of your Sims, they are always so freaking ugly. Genetics in this game are all about making your Sims look ugly, so please don't, okay? But anyway, I'm just kidding here. He is obviously a child, so no lifetime want was chosen for him just yet. And his traits are so a loner, clumsy, and genius. So these traits I feel like does suit Alexander, you know, and I like that for him. Let's check now the God family tree real quick. Okay, so let's see it. Yeah, no ancestor like I was saying before, but that is fine anyway. Let's check Bella real quick. Okay, so here we have Bella God. She was a hopeless romantic, charismatic, a great kisser, flirty, and she had star quality. which I feel like, you know, all of these traits makes a lot of sense for Bella, so I like that. The only thing that I dislike is the fact that she is dead. But anyway, that's it for the God family. Let's check another one. I understand a lot about dysfunctional families as I have one of my own, and also I have been playing Sims 2 since I'm a child. So yes, the pleasant family can really be described with just one word, and that is not pleasant but dysfunctional. Anyway, I don't want to repeat myself so much here, so every good thing that I said before can be applied to this house. So this is how the outside of it is looking. Then we have obviously the second floor looking good as well, and then finally the first floor, which I feel like, again, like it is so magic and nostalgic, you know, to see this recreated in Sims 3. Just as much I was, you know, blown away by Sunset Valley in Sims 2 that I showcased in my last video. That's really cool. I love this type of thing. Anyway, let's check the Sims real quick now. So here we have Daniel and Mary Sue. They were like interacting a little bit. Let's see how Daniel is actually looking. Okay, so he is looking very like Sims 3-ish, I guess I can say. I don't love the way that he's looking, but I don't know what I would have done differently. Okay, so I guess that's just how things are in Sims 3, do you know what I mean? Sometimes the traveling between one game to another does not make any good to the sim. So that is it. Anyway, here he is. Actually, his lifetime want is to become a superstar athlete, which I feel like it does make sense, because I don't feel like the whole life of Daniel Pleasant can be resumed in his affair. Unlike Dawn's, you know, because Dawn I feel like is all about the romance life, but Daniel, I guess he wanted a family and then his marriage was not good and he, you know, started an affair with the maid. That's the storyline here, I guess. So that's why his lifetime one is actually related to his career instead of his romantic life. I don't know. But his traits are flirty, brave, hydrophobic, athletic, and lucky. So I can tell by now that like the options for traits were really few when they were trying like not to repeat everything, I guess. But yeah, these traits were a little bit creative. I don't know if I would have give him hydrophobic and lucky. I don't know why this was chosen for him. But that is cool anyway, because like I said, the options were just a few. So yeah, you gotta work with what you have, right? Then we have Mary Sue here being obviously, I don't know the word for that in English, but she is being lied to. Yes, that's good. Anyway, wait a second, I have to unpause the game so we can actually see her face with her eyes open. Can you get like a little bit far from your husband, lady? Yeah, that's not a good view of you. Wait a second. What is happening to her eyes? Oh my god, wait a second. Can you stop? Okay, good. Finally a good moment of her face here. And I wish she would look a little bit more Asian, because to me she is not, but she's looking good, okay? So her lifetime one is to become the leader of the free world, and that is reaching the level 10 of the politics career. So that makes a lot of sense, because in Sims 2, allegedly, her marriage is not doing great due to her career, and she's not being a great mom due to her career as well. But she's not doing great in her career either, so you know, she's not good at anything. That is why I don't actually like Mary Sue. But anyway, her traits are workaholic, perfectionist, charismatic, frugal, and ambitious. So the charismatic one, to me, she's like the least charismatic Sim ever. I can't. She's so boring to me. But anyway, sorry, that's just my personal view of her. But that's how things are happening here in Sims 3 for her. So good for you, lady. But charismatic, she is not. I'm sorry. Then we have everybody's #1 favorite, Lilith Pleasant. Okay, so I do like how she is looking. Let's remember she is a genetically corrected version, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't love her traits, you know, I'm talking about her face traits actually. But that's how she's looking, and I don't think she's looking bad, okay? So anyway, her lifetime wand was not chosen for her. And she have a moodlet of becoming an enemy with someone, I guess. No, actually it is related to the presence of her enemy in the same place as hers. So that's probably Angela, right? Her traits are slobby, over-emotional, peri-animal, and dislikes children. So I like these traits for her. I do think that makes sense. I don't know about the dislikes children one, but yeah, I guess it does make sense for her, so I like that. And then we have Angela Pleasant. So I know that I said that I was not enjoying Lilith face traits, but I guess it was her makeup, because I'm guessing they are identical twins here. And oh my, Angela is looking so cute. I love the way that she's looking. I love her eyes and her hair. Anyway, her lifetime wand was also not chosen for her just yet, but she is a peri-animal, athletic, charismatic, and friendly. So these traits, I feel like all of them suits Angela so well, and she's being, you know, well represented here, so I like that. Anyway, that was it for the non-pleasant family. And let's check our last family now. I don't really like the Dreamer family, but I understand how it is to have your dream destroyed by the system, okay? So in that sense, I relate to Darren Dreamer. And that's how their house is looking. Also, I was not going to feature this family in this video. I would probably go and showcase the Broke family as our last family. But in my gender band version of Pleasantview video, Fair Play, I said that nobody liked the Dreamer family, and that was why I was not showcasing them. And now I was just feeling bad about seeing these, you know, so I'm showcasing you the guys now. Anyway, that's their second floor, you know, very bluish but looking good. And then we have wait a second the first floor. Okay, so that's how things are looking, you know. I will say this, the recreations are on point. I don't miss anything, I guess. You know, the whole aesthetic and the builds and the houses and the recreations and everything here was really well made. So props to Caleb for doing that, okay? Anyway, let's check the Sims now. So I want to start with Darren Dreamer. Here we have Darren. He is looking fine, I gotta say, I gotta be honest. The traveling between Sims 2 and 3 did made him good. Is that the way you say it? Anyway, he is looking fine, and his lifetime one is to be an illustrious author. So that's really cool. That's the same lifetime one as Agnes Crumple Bottle. I love that for him. It does make sense. He is a loner, he loves the outdoors, he is a perfectionist, he is never nude, and he is artistic. So I feel like these traits make sense. I don't know about the loves the outdoors and the never nude ones. They were probably chosen, you know, because the options were just a few, like I was saying before, so that is fine anyway. But like I said before, I feel like he is looking good, and I like this version of him. Then we have Dirk Dreamer, and it is the opposite of his father, okay? Because this travel did not make him any good. He's looking so ugly and dead inside, in my personal opinion. I know that he is a genetically corrected version, like I was saying before, and that is pretty much the reason why he is ugly, I guess. Anyway, his traits are handy, vehicle enthusiast. Obviously, I don't know how to pronounce this word, but anyway. He is frugal, he is ambitious, and that is it. So I understand why these traits were chosen for him. They're probably related to his aspiration back in Sims 2. He's a fortunate sim there, so that makes, you know, some sense. And let's check the Dreamer family tree right now real quick. Okay, so here we have Darling Dreamer. She used to be clumsy, she had an absent-minded, and she hated the outdoors. So the Clancy one is really dark, you know, because she died in a fire, so maybe she started that fire, I don't know. But one thing that is cutting my eye is that she's missing her last two traits. I wonder why. But anyway, yeah, so the Dreamer family is not really exciting in Sims 2, and I guess they are not really exciting either in Sims 3. Let's go back to HUD view. Now to my final opinions on Pleasantview recreated in Sims 3 by Caleb and Cindy, aka Pleasant Sims. Okay, so let me start by saying that this HUD is amazing, okay? Such a cool project, so well executed. Caleb was the one behind the builds, the aesthetic, the HUD decorations, and oh my Caleb, props to you because you did such an amazing job. I really love the way that this is looking. I mean, it looks just like Sims 2 to me, which is so weird, nostalgic, and magic, you know, seeing this in Sims 3, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, but that is true. So this is the part of the video where I hang the hoods from 0 to 5 plum bobs. And when it comes down to the Sims, they were made by Cindy, and I enjoy most of them. Some I didn't, but that is because I'm really picky with my Sims, okay? That's not personal at all. And one thing that I will say is that if you're going to make genetically corrected versions, there is no reason for you to erase their ancestors, okay? I'm talking about the family trees, because these genetics, they need to come from someone, right? So it makes no sense. I wish the family trees were a little bit longer, but other than that, I mean, everything was super fine and I really enjoy it. So my final rank is 4 plum bobs out of 5, okay? I'm not able to give 5 plum bobs because the family trees were shortened, and also this is not obviously something original, this is a recreation, okay? So I don't feel like it's 5 plum bobs worth it, but it's so good and I really enjoy it. So that was today's video. I never know what to say when I'm ending a video. If you know me, then you know that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Link for download will always be, it is and will always be in the description box. I'll see you in the next one, I guess, I hope. And yes, that is pretty much it. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Again, I'm repeating myself again. Anyway, XOXO, Creusa Darwin.